Ethiopia, in early 2026, stands as a giant of Africa at a moment of profound uncertainty. With a population of over 120 million and a history stretching back millennia, it's a symbol of African independence and a key player in the Horn of Africa. Yet beneath this legacy, Ethiopia faces intense political tensions, threatening its very fabric. The nation is torn between the promise of democratic reform and the reality of conflict and growing authoritarianism. Tensions with Eritrea over sea access have escalated, compounding internal crises and raising the specter of war. Every decision in Addis Ababa now shapes not just Ethiopia's future, but the stability of the entire region. The story of Ethiopia's future is being written now, and its outcome remains far from certain. To understand Ethiopia's crisis, we must look at its history of centralized rule. For much of the 20th century, emperors and the Derg military junta imposed a singular national identity, often suppressing Ethiopia's diverse cultures. The Derg's violent reign ended in 1991, replaced by a new experiment, ethnic federalism. Ethiopia's constitution created a federation of states along ethno-linguistic lines, promising autonomy and inclusion. In practice, power remained concentrated in the ruling coalition, dominated by the Tigray People's Liberation Front, fueling resentment among other groups. Instead of easing ethnic tensions, the system deepened divisions and set the stage for mass protests. The very framework meant to unite Ethiopia became a source of unrest and popular uprising. Frustrations erupted between 2015 and 2018 as protests led by the Oromo and Amhara swept the nation. Millions demanded an end to repression, greater economic justice, and true democracy. The government's violent crackdown failed to quell the movement, forcing Prime Minister Haile Mariam Desalegn to resign. Abiy Ahmed's rise in 2018 sparked hope. He released political prisoners, welcomed exiles, and made peace with Eritrea, earning a Nobel Peace Prize. For a brief moment, Ethiopians felt free to speak and dream of lasting change. But rapid reforms outpaced institutions, and long-suppressed ethnic grievances resurfaced. The promise of a new dawn quickly gave way to new and complex challenges. The optimism of 2018 faded as Ethiopia's deep-rooted problems returned. New freedoms uncorked ethnic tensions and competition for power, sparking violence across the country. The devastating Tigray War erupted in 2020, killing hundreds of thousands and creating a massive humanitarian crisis. Though a peace deal ended the fighting in Tigray, conflicts continued in Amhara and Oromia, displacing millions. The government shifted from reform to security, shrinking political space and reviving authoritarian practices. Aid cuts, climate shocks, and ongoing violence have left millions displaced and food insecure. For many Ethiopians, hope has been replaced by a daily struggle for survival. Ethiopia was once a cornerstone of stability and diplomacy in the Horn of Africa. Its strategic location and military strength made it a key regional actor and host of the African Union, but internal turmoil has eroded its influence, turning Ethiopia from a stabilizer into a source of instability. Conflicts have spilled across borders, drawing in neighbors and creating massive refugee flows. Global powers now watch with alarm, fearing state collapse and wider regional wars. Tensions with Eritrea over sea access have led to military buildups and a dangerous war of words. A new war would be catastrophic for the region, already beset by crisis. Ethiopia's internal choices are now inseparable from the peace and security of the entire Horn. Ethiopia faces defining choices that will shape its future for generations. The government can continue a security-first approach or pursue inclusive national dialogue to address the roots of conflict. The structure of the state itself is at stake: centralization versus genuine federalism. Rebuilding trust, shattered by years of conflict and broken promises, is essential. This means accountability, releasing political prisoners, and guaranteeing independent institutions. Ethiopia's journey is still unfolding, with immense potential but deep distress. The choices made now will determine whether it descends further into conflict or finds a path to peace and inclusion.